Hey everybody, welcome to Virtual Indoor Cycling. I'm Denise Druce, ready to rock your ride. So I'm gonna get you some music going and I want you to get on your bike and start pedaling. Got a fun little ditty to get us going here. You can pedal as fast as 100 RPMs, light resistance, or as slow as maybe 80. So why don't you find something right around there and we'll just be here for 2 minutes. I'm so glad you're joining me today. This ride is called Times2. We're gonna do all the things 2 times. So every single, I guess, technique that you would do on an indoor cycle, like a seated flat or a standing jog or a seated climb, each of those gets 2 songs back to back. The first song is moderate, the second song is hard. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of 2 songs each. Should be a lot of fun. I don't know if you'd ever want to get inside the brain of a fitness instructor, but we sort of fall asleep trying to think of ways to do things a little differently to keep our students and ourselves entertained and engaged. At the end of the day, we're pedaling a bike that's going nowhere, so we got to get a little creative. So let's get settled in for Times2 ride. Let's start by getting our sitting bones all the way back in the saddle. Sometimes people have a tendency to ride too far forward, and that forces us into a rounded back. So let's try to get sitting bones back, pelvis tilted forward, tailbone pointing back. And then it's common for people to complain about the pelvic floor being a little bit sore, with pressure there. So the way we deal with that is we just lift. We use our core and we lift. All right, set number 1, seated flat. We're gonna find 100 RPMs, but now we're gonna add a little bit of resistance. First song was easy. Second song, I want you to find moderate, not hard. Moderate. As fast as 100, as slow as 80, so somewhere in that range. We're just here for 2 minutes, getting used to a seated flat. At the end of this ride, I would love for you to walk away feeling a little more free, a little more open, a little more resilient, and very proud of yourself that you showed up and did your best. I'm going to be giving you some things to think about here today around being free from our fears and not letting fear take us out. I don't know if you remember your first spin class. You might have been afraid of what you would find there. Might have been a little scary to walk in the door that first time. Or maybe you are new to this and you got a bike and you're kind of afraid of what's ahead of you. And that's just a great example of facing our fears, doing it anyway, showing up, pushing our own boundaries a little, expanding our envelope, getting out of our comfort zone. Okay, so second song, Flat Road. We're gonna keep those pedals fast, between 80 and 100, but now we're gonna go for hard effort. So find your core, strong, engaged. And this is where the sweat should start because effort just got hard. We're somewhere around 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. Flat road. You can imagine a headwind, riding into a headwind. So your pedals are the same, it's just harder. A little more resistance. Take one of your hands and find the crease of your hips. And see if you can feel that hip bone pinching your thumb in that crease every time you pedal. If you feel that, that means that you're hinging at the hips instead of riding like this with a rounded spine. That's what I want you to keep doing, is just check that hip crease. We're light in the saddle and our low belly is engaged. So find that place just below your navel and cinch it in nice and tight, like a really tight belt around your low abdomen. You might even feel with your fingers, see if you can feel the firmness of those muscles. And breathe. Breathe always. Really good tip. I'm a trained professional, so when I tell you to breathe always, take that advice. As you cinch in that low belly, you might feel a little more space in your low back. See if you can sense that tailbone pointing back and down and your sacrum spreading, broadening, just by cinching in here through the belly, because what it causes you to do is lift up and out of that low back. All right, find that. Legs are doing the work. The core is the stabilizer. Upper body's here just for balance, light support. You're breathing deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do a fair amount of standing today, more than usual. And so as always, the invitation is, if we're standing too much, you get to sit. If we're sitting too much, you can stand. You can always make that choice for yourself. All right, set number 2. We've got hills. We've got hills. We're gonna do the first one in the saddle and the second one out of the saddle. 65 RPMs, moderate resistance. So back to about a 7. Check out all the things. Sitting bones back, hinge from your hips, low belly firm, spine long. So since you're on an angle, imagine a string coming up through the crown of your head, pulling you on this diagonal line. So you're feeling now space in your low back, lifting up out. Draw your navel to your spine and maybe the muscles just above it as well. So let's get a little bit higher in the torso. Wrap that band of muscle around you nice and tight. And the trick is, can you do that without hunching up your shoulders? So can you stay strong in the middle, but relaxed up here? It's kind of tricky. So, what are you afraid of? What are your fears? One of the things that I notice, ways that I notice fear showing up in my life is physically. Anytime I have any little tweak in my body, I wake up with a little back pain or a knee, something in my knee. I have fear that this is the beginning of the aging process. Oh no, is this going to be the time when this injury stays? And it's funny because I've probably been thinking that since I was about 30, and now I'm 57. But fear of, the aging process and how that might limit me or my quality of life. So that's one fear that I notice showing up for me. Whenever I find myself thinking about the future, right now especially, I notice fear, the uncertainty, the not being in control. That shows up for sure. I have fear when I think about my kids and what could happen. I heard recently someone say that the way our mind is around positive and negative thoughts, those negative thoughts are kind of like Velcro, and the positive thoughts are kind of like Teflon. Meaning for some reason we cling to the negative or the fear, the anxiousness, the worry, more than we do the positive. Kind of sad, huh? But that's our animal instinct. It's our self-preservation that causes us to kind of hover around the negative thoughts. All right, second song of set number 2. I want you to give me more resistance. We'll keep 60 RPMs on the dial. Breathe deep. We've got just under 4 minutes. We're going to reach forward, find that strong core again, and stand on the pedals. Here we go. Keep that going. I'm just going to adjust the camera so that you don't have the headless teacher. Let's try that. All right, what do you need to do to make this feel like it's challenging for you? Hard effort. Still feeling that crease in the hips, the long spine, the deep breaths. Tailbone pointing back. Feel the length of your spine, low belly firm, navel to spine, upper belly firm. Deep breaths. Can you feel every time you pedal one of your hips tapping the saddle? So the thing about fear, as you know, is it's always about the future. It might be based on something from the past, but it's always about the future. What if this? I hope not this. I'm so worried about this. Yeah? So that Velcro in the brain is just trying to protect you from what might go wrong, from what might happen. And it's overlooking that what might happen might be really good. That's Teflon though, that slides away. It's too risky, too risky. Gotta hold on to that Velcro. Breathe. Climb this hard hill. We'll go back to moderate soon. Deep breath in, everybody. A big sigh out. So we just have to decide, do you want to live in the future or do you want to live in the present? Right here, right now, there's nothing to be afraid of. Right here, right now, you're healthy, you're strong, you're safe, you're working hard, you're in control. Right here, right now, no fear. Nothing to be afraid of. It's a good mantra for life. Whew. All right, find your seat. Drop some resistance. And let's come up to about 70 RPMs. 70 RPMs. We're gonna work on some standing runs in this song. And remember, this first one is moderate. So I want you to stand up and just go a little bit faster. Not a sprint, more like a jog. 4, 3, 2, come back down to your 70 RPMs. Remember, we don't want to make it so hard just yet. Do it again. Stand and jog. Deep breaths, everybody. Woo. Come back down. Right here, right now. Nothing to fear. Stand up, core engaged. Try to keep it moderate. It's like a little skip or a jog. It's not hard. 3, 2, 1, you're down. Back to 70. Woo. Draw your shoulder blades onto your back, shoulders down. Ready? Let's go again. A little jog, no big deal, nothing to fear. Back down. Stay at your 70. Now, I want you to do the same thing with a little more resistance. So it already feels hard, yeah? Feels like a struggle on those pedals. Let's try a run with that resistance. Up, go. That should be challenging. 4, 3, 2, come back down. 70. Working your muscles, working your lungs, working your heart. Come on, baby. Woo. Up ahead of us, we've got a lot of climbing to do. All right? We've got a lot of hills ahead of us, a lot of leg work. Come on up, run it out for me. Relax your upper body, arms are loose, hands are light. Good. 3, 2, 1, have a seat. 70. Nothing to fear but fear itself. This is challenging, yes? Say yes. Feel it. Give me one more shot. Up and run, let's go. Good job, everybody. Come back down. Woo. Stretch it out, grab water. Okay, we are officially in set number 4. We're back to 60 RPMs. Sit back on the saddle. Make sure you feel your push forward before down. So we've got 2 songs here, 2 climbing songs. And then we get to go downhill. So I want you to really climb on these. This is our biggest resistance. Give me a little bit more. High, moderate. Stand up. Here we go. Feel your body moving side to side, just a little. It's a light little shift from side to side. So, fears. Back down. What if I get COVID? What if I lose my job? What if my son fails high school? What if my parents are not okay? What if? Real concerns for sure. But it's not healthy for us to live up there, is it? You can trust if any of that happens, we will have what it takes to be in it then. Stand with me, come on. Chances are you're already standing in a hard place, and you're standing there. Usually the things that we worry about never happen. And the things that happen are things we never thought possible. So you might be standing in something right now. You didn't even know to worry about it. And here you are, living it, working through it. Come back down. Be here now. Nothing to fear. You've got strong legs. You've got strong lungs. Up we go. Climbing this hill, that's all you gotta do. Put the hill underneath you, just this pedal stroke. And then this one, and then this one. Whew. Powerful legs, healthy lungs. 4, 3, 2. Back down, friends. Whew. All right, breathe, breathe, breathe. Grab some water. Let's keep that slow pace. Strong. About 60 RPMs. So some of our fears are a little more subtle. What if they don't like me? What if I sound stupid? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I offend someone? What if I'm not accepted? And those go deep, my friends. Those are old, deep narratives. Probably started somewhere legitimate a long time ago. And they're kind of driving the show right now. Reach forward with me. Let's stand up. Let's stand up to our fear of not being enough. Let's stand up to our fear that we're not perfect, because we don't have to be perfect. Let's stand up to our fear of making a mistake. Have a seat. Woo. Strong. So this is the hard work right here. You got a couple more minutes in the hard zone. Oxygen to your muscles. Breathe. Got another minute here. How hard can you make this knowing that downhill comes up next? Ball of the foot on the pedal. The motion is forward before down. Really feel that push forward. Strong core, tall spine. Brace it. Wrap it around the middle. Ready in 3, 2, 1, hands forward, let's go. Stay strong with me to the top of this one. Woo. We got it. We got it. Drop your hips and drop your resistance. Yay. All right. Woo. We're going downhill. I want you to take a little bit of resistance off and find easy. Find easy. We'll just go 1 minute easy, and then we'll add some resistance, take it to moderate. I know it makes no sense to have resistance on downhill. Sometimes it happens. I think you rode with me when we were doing Cache Valley, Blacksmith Fork Canyon in northern Utah. And unless you get out really early to climb that canyon, when you come back down, there's a headwind when you're headed downhill. It's the strangest thing to be clearly going downhill and having to work for it. That's what we're doing here. So go ahead and give me a little bit, just simulate that. I'm pedaling downhill, but there is a strong headwind, so I have to work at the down. Pedals anywhere between 60 and 90. If you're following my legs, I'm at about 85 right now. You might close your eyes and picture just something really beautiful in your mind, some nature scene, maybe a sunset, maybe a sunrise. It's almost effortless as you're riding downhill, looking at this scenery in your mind. Paint the picture. It's almost like this picture was painted just for you. Right here, right now, you and nature. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, slow those legs down for me. Give me a little bit of resistance here for just a second. Just kind of check back into the ride. Find about 65 RPMs. And I'm doing this to encourage you to keep resistance on the wheel. For the second song in set 5, this is our seated downhill set, but we need to make this one hard. So resistance at about 60, 65 RPMs, turn it on. And then I'm gonna ask you to speed it up. There we go. Eyes are closed. Body is strong, but there's hard effort happening here. Deep breaths. Another fear that all human beings have is, what if they don't love me? What if they don't love me? So let's ride right here with a new mantra. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved. I am loved first and foremost by myself. I am loved. Faster than the beat, hard effort. You might even try this on. Take away the last letter and try on. I am love. I am love. I am love. Giving and receiving. I am love. Right here, right now, you are loved. You are loved. For starters, you are loved by me, your teacher. So grateful to have you as a student, willing to make this effort, be here, take advantage of this offering. I love my students. You are loved. Whew. Even those of you who see this on YouTube and I never met you, I feel that way. Grateful and loving towards all my students. Thank you. You are loved. Keep this downhill. We got about 30 seconds. Woo. Breathe. We saved our last 2 rounds for some breathless work. I know, right? All right. Go ahead and slow your legs a little bit. Sit up, stretch it out. Grab a drink of water. Breathe deep. All right, we're gonna meet at 60 RPMs, okay? So we're gonna do some things called pyramid rebounds, which means you're gonna be out of the saddle and in the saddle equally. Resistance is on, and we're up. We're up 64 pedal strokes. You don't have to count unless you want to. I'll keep track. So this is moderate. Adjust your gear. Breathe. All right, that's 64. Have a seat, same thing. 64 pedal strokes right here. If it doesn't feel moderate, add a little. Engage that core, drop those shoulders. Woo. And you're breathing. Not too hard, not too easy. That's 64. Stand up. And we're gonna go 32 this time. Light and easy. Drop your hips. You got 32 right here. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Stay engaged. Up we go, 16 counts. And down, 16. Resistance on, you're at moderate. 8, here we go. Up 8. Down 8. Up 4. Down 4. Now I want you to notice which leg pushes first. Which leg is 1. I want you to switch that so the other leg is 1 and down. It's 1. That should change us as we go back up that pyramid. 8 counts now, here we go. Abs are nice and tight, down 8. 16. Drop your hips, 16. Woo. We're working. Let's take it up, 32. Easy. Crease at the hips. Find your saddle. Deep breaths, everybody. All right, last set. We're out of the saddle. 64, moderate intensity. How does this feel? My rhythm riders are happy right now. It's predictable. Deep breaths, everybody. Strong core. Last 8. Come down. Find the beat. 60 RPM. Stay right here with me. Stay right here. Keep your legs going. You can stretch it out. You can grab a drink. Do whatever you need to. Because we're going to do the same pattern with more resistance on. We're going to that hard zone, friends. Going hard. Party on the bike, right? No fear here. Conquering our fears. Showing up, doing our best, being ourselves. I don't know why, but my legs are feeling this today. All right. Let's begin with our weaker leg. Let's add more resistance. Strong core. There's the pace. It's a little more resistance, so this should feel like hard effort for you. I want you to breathe. Ready, set, up we go. 64. Check your breathing. I want this to feel hard to you. Stay right here. Let your least dominant leg do the majority of the work. Have a seat. 64. I love this song. It always feels like we're on vacation, somewhere tropical. Close your eyes and just picture that. What beach would you love to be on right now? All right, here we go. We are up for 32. Music changed on me, but I can still count. It's just asking me to work a little harder because it's off the phrasing. Take it down. Pushing forward before you push down. Feel your legs. Woo. All right, let's go 16. Breath in, breath out. Have a seat. Love your legs. Let's go 8. And down. 4s. Here we go. So notice that your least dominant leg is going on 1 right now, yes? Stay right here. Switch your lead. Come up 4 and down. And you should have your dominant leg now working. Let's go up for 8. And go back up that pyramid and down. 16. Try to keep your hips close to the saddle. Abs in tight. Have a seat. Whew. How you feeling? 32, here we go. Keep breathing. Keep being you. Take your seat. Relax your knees. I'm gonna put the brakes on right here. We're gonna wait for the music this time. You got a set of 64 and then we're done with this. Ready? There we go. More resistance on. You've got 64. It's our last standing climb. Put it on. We've got one more set and it's our sprints. So get ready for that. We're gonna end on a high note. Woo. Have a seat. Finish strong right here. Finish strong. All right, we've got 2 songs of sprinting. 1 set of sprinting in the saddle, 1 set of sprinting out of the saddle. Whew. All right, that should be some good times. That should be good times. We are closing in on the end of this ride. You made it all the way to set number 7. 2 songs left. Super short cool down, and we'll call it a day. All right, less resistance. Flush out your legs. Shake everything out. Grab some water, and let's do this. We've got a chorus verse song. So we're just gonna listen for the chorus, and when the music picks up, we'll add resistance and accelerate. So for right now, moderate. You've got about 70 to 80 RPMs, your choice. I want you to breathe deeply and say, I am not afraid. Let's make that a positive. I am courageous. I'm strong. I'm capable. I am loved. And I am love. Got all that going for you. Let's put it to work. I want you to attack this sprint. Resistance on. Give me a little bit more juice, more energy, more effort. I want you to go breathless on this. First song, let's say red line. Let's say go to threshold. Second song, we'll go over the edge. So right up at that edge. You can still breathe, but it's hard. Drop, breathe, flush them out, shake it out, stretch it out. What other words empower you? I am resilient. I am fierce. I am confident. I am committed. Choose your words. Fear has no place here. All right. First song, a little easier than the next one, but still, I want you right up at that red line, thresholds. All righty. Right after this, I'm going to go and kind of test out with my mentor. Ugh. All right, resistance is on. I'm approaching the end of my 1,000-hour yoga therapy training, and today I get to do a session for a mentor, which will be recorded and evaluated. Okay, that's scary. We're putting ourselves out there like that all the time, yeah? Drop resistance. Here's what I've learned about things like this, though. When I say I'm afraid and I say I'm nervous, physically it causes me to withdraw, to round over, to hold back, to protect myself. All those instincts from the earliest of times. Resistance on. Let's turn it on one more time. Turn on those burners. Instead, I'm going to just try this today with you, and you can try it as well. As I think about that evaluation, I'm going to use these words. I am excited. I am excited to show what I've learned. I'm good at what I do. When I'm evaluated, I do my best. How about that? Woo! Slow it down. You can tell I don't quite believe it, but it starts with the words. I'm excited. I'm excited to get feedback because I know that makes me better, and I want to be better. All right, last song, my dear friends. Turn your resistance on. Give me some good, solid resistance to push into. Hard effort right here. The song is only 3 minutes. We can do it. If I'm not mistaken, we'll be out of the saddle 3 times. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's the case, all right? I'm gonna go with the music. Strong resistance. When this music hits its peak. We're standing, we're running against this resistance. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1, attack. Let's go. Everything you've got right here. I want you to face your fears. Do not hold back. So much at stake right here, right now. I want you to get it. Let's get it. Be your best. Be your best. Come on. Woo. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Ouch. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I think I lifted a little too heavy yesterday or something. These legs are like, what are you doing to me? All right. We got to do that again. We get to do that again. Love it. I am excited to do this. Find your resistance at 65 RPMs. Hard work. Hard effort over the line to breathless. Get ready. Just for fun, think about something that you are worried about, a fear, an anxiousness. Let's face it together, shall we? I'm going to be thinking about my evaluation today. I want you to think about your effort, your thing that causes you worry. Here we go, up and at 'em. We're going to attack it with some force. Yes, it's hard. And yes, we're strong. And we are not stopping. We're going right through it. Head on. Lift your chest a little bit. Lift your chin. Ride through it with an open heart. Come on. Don't fold. Don't fold. Don't quit. And we're done. That's kind of a nice little treat because I told you 3 and there were only 2. We love it when our teachers are wrong in that direction, right? All right, we made it. We made it. I took you almost to the end with work. I'm just gonna take a minute to slow the legs, and if you have more time, stretch longer. I'm just gonna open up the chest, front of the body. Put your hands on your seat or your seat, one of the two, and bend your back a little bit. Stretch your belly, shoulders. Deep breath. Staying right here in the saddle. Unhook one of your shoes and stretch the quad into the front of your body. Nice quad stretch. Other side. Thanks for riding with me today. Thanks for riding for yourself today, for facing your fears. I hope that you got a little bit of inspiration and courage to stand in your own footprints, to ride in your own tracks, and to be your best self today. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you next time.